We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Motion man sent left. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss. Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. From the 38. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the San Diego first down.
Throwing now from the gun. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 3 now. Running out of the gun with Moss. Room inside the 10. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the puck. And the ground game works for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 32. Receiver hauls it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Pass play now. It is caught left side. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Called in left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for this with Moss. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Moss gets it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They have it on 3rd and 9. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives them the 1st. Throwing it again here. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he will take this in. Touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie this game 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stops. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Looking to the air here. Finds him on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now he's past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. And look at the footwork there, touchdown!
Touchdown, San Diego.
It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. That count runs their offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it to him again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's got a man left. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll give him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we're at halftime with one side enjoying a pretty decent 10-point advantage. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Moss with another carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now, off play action. He's got him, that's Moss. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll throw on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 17. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And it's caught. Touchdown! These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys take a 3-possession lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense ready to head back out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
This is Moss on the give. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd and 10 now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Pass play coming here. Drops. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes their offense out again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. The running back gets it on the draw. Space to the left. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys stretch their lead to 21.
31. Our home team, 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the 28. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and now it's 4th and long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Running out of the gun with Moss. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll run the draw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First down from the red zone. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They look to run with Moss. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal. Again, it's Moss. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And his guys grow their lead yet again.
Our home team, 10.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. Pass play on 1st and 10. And the defender comes away with it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys approaching win number 7 on the year. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Moss gets it from the gun. Open space inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.